Buongiorno, welcome back to my channel. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and that means that it's time to talk about date night fragrances. So I have here 12 fragrances. All of them are feminine, sexy fragrances that range from bold statement maker fragrances all the way to more romantic, plush, girly fragrances. So if you are looking for a sexy date night fragrance, or you are just looking for a gift idea, then this video is definitely for you. But before going through the fragrances, let's talk about the beautiful jewelry I am wearing today. Today's video is in collaboration with analuisa. analuisa is a jewelry brand that offers really amazing, unique, timeless pieces and very high quality pieces at quite an accessible price. So they start from $39, and I was amazed, like really amazed when I received these pieces of how high quality they are. And what I mostly appreciate about the brand is their sustainability. So they are carbon neutral and also climate neutral certified. Packaging is recyclable. Let me show you how it comes. So the pieces come in these made of fabric with the magnetic closure. You have international shipment and 1 year warranty. They currently have a Valentine's offer, so buy one get one, 50% off. And I can't think of better idea for Valentine's Day than these, because as I said, they are quite timeless. So as you can see, these are the earrings. You can practically wear them with anything. Also, this necklace I chose with a small butterfly, you can wear on its own or a layer. But my favorite piece must be this bracelet here, which is again timeless. So you can't go wrong with these if you are looking for a gift for Valentine's Day. They have quite a selection. I found it really hard actually to choose only 3 because I loved a lot of pieces. You will find in the description down below a link to analuisa where you can see all their beautiful pieces and take advantage of the Valentine's Day offer. And now let's talk about date night fragrances. So let's start with a list with the newest release, the newest addition to my fragrance collection, and that is the new Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. This fragrance smells like the bottle. So it's this very girly fragrance, extremely feminine, but I am totally obsessed with this fragrance. So they credit only 3 notes. There is definitely more. So they credit bergamot in the top, peony in the mid, and vanilla in the base. Of course, I can get all 3 of these notes, but I definitely get also some muskiness. And the best way I can describe this fragrance is as if you took Signature from Mont Blanc and mixed it with Delina La Rosée from Parfums de Marly. So it has this creamy, almost lactonic muskiness from Signature from Mont Blanc, also like the citrusy note, mixed with these bright florals from Delina La Rosée. It's beautiful. If you love these fragrances, you will definitely love this one. And this is for me a fragrance for the helpless romantic. I don't know, it just gives me a very girly romantic vibe and has a good performance. It's not too loud in my opinion. So it has moderate to strong longevity with also moderate to strong sillage. So if you are going for something more romantic, girly, feminine, this is for you. Good Girl Blush. Let's get to a staple, I would say, that I've talked about, I think, in every single list of sexy date night fragrances, and that is, of course, La Belle from Jean Paul Gaultier. I know everybody talks about this fragrance, but for a reason. It's beautiful. It's just so unique. And that is coming from someone that is really like not into sweet fragrances. So I am actually surprised how much I love it. The juicy pears, the vanilla, it's gorgeous. has amazing performance. I still have to see a man who hates this fragrance. This is the safest choice, I would say, from all of these fragrances. So Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle, a beautiful, juicy pear and vanilla and sexy fragrance. Another staple in any sexy list must be my Burberry Black. It just is an extremely sexy fragrance. Again, quite a safe choice, but it's totally different to Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. They are both sweet, loud fragrances, but this has quite an elegant touch to it. And this is a fruity floral. In Jean Paul Gaultier it was pear, here it's peach. And honestly, peach is one of the notes that sometimes can give a cheap like feeling, but here it doesn't. And here it's mixed with jasmine, rose, amber, and also patchouli. And I think it's the patchouli that gives it a little bit, like also with the amber, it gives it a little bit of this sophisticated elegance to it, but still very, very sexy fragrance. Highly, highly recommended. My Burberry Black from Burberry. Another fruity floral that is the most complimented fragrance in my collection, hands down, is Valentino Donna Born in Roma. Again, I didn't find a man who dislikes this fragrance. So it has here blackcurrant, as I said, jasmine, and mixed with vanilla and some woody notes. It's beautiful and very, very, very sexy with good performance. I know they came out with Le Parfum or the Intense. I don't remember now. I actually ordered and I'm waiting for it to arrive. I will definitely do a full review on it, so definitely stay tuned. I also did a full review on this one, which I will upload very, very soon. So definitely stay tuned for a full review on all these exciting new releases. So we talked about pear, blackcurrant, peach. Now let's get to cherry. And cherry is definitely extremely popular recently. And for cherries, I chose Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry 48. Now, it's quite similar to Lost Cherry, but yet different. So I also have Lost Cherry. And I was like thinking, should I include this one or Lost Cherry? But at the end, I went with the Kayali one. Not because of a better performance, because unfortunately, they both don't perform very well. So you have to reapply this one. However, this one has to me kind of a, like just a slight sophisticated sexiness to it, which for me, if I have to choose between the two for a date night, I will go actually with the Kayali one. Although I love Lost Cherry, but yeah, I will go with this one. It could be like the Palo Santo, like the woody notes. I don't know. It has something, yeah, deep and dark to it, which I love. So if you are on a budget and you love Lost Cherry, get yourself Kayali Love Fest. It's beautiful. Highly, highly recommended. The only thing, as I said, the performance. I wish the performance was better, but the scent is amazing. Speaking about Kayali, let's get to the next one. Kayali Vanilla 28. Now, this I had to mention because this is for someone who is looking for something simplistic but yet sexy. And it's quite difficult to find something that is simple but yet sexy. So mostly, this is vanilla, just quite a simple vanilla. And it's this sugary vanilla, so it's sweet, but it's not too much. For some reason, for someone who doesn't like these very sweet vanilla fragrances, I absolutely love this one. Maybe because it's not a very loud fragrance. So again, performance is an issue with this one. But if you are looking for something simplistic, but yet sexy, this is the best option. And it's a fragrance that you can layer practically with any of the fragrances that I've mentioned today. So if you are into layering or you want a simple vanilla, sweet, sexy fragrance, then Kayali Vanilla 28 is for you. Let's get to some loud florals. And of course, again, it has to be in the list. L'Interdit Rouge from Givenchy. This is the sexiest version of L'Interdit because it has this kick of spicy darkness to it. It has pimento leaf. Of course, the original DNA of L'Interdit, so you have like the tuberose and jasmine, and it smells like the bottle. Very loud statement maker fragrance. So if you are looking for a statement maker floral fragrance, look no further. L'Interdit Rouge is the best in this category. I have a full review on it as well as the whole line. You will find it in the description down below. But yeah, this fragrance is amazing, very, very long lasting and quite projecting, so it will not fail you in this department. Another very loud option, but unfortunately is discontinued, is Scandal by Night. And this fragrance I can't spray more than maybe 3 times, and it's enough for me. As you can see, there is not a big dent on this fragrance, although I have it now for a long time, and it's because I don't need much of it. So you have again a predominant note of honey, but it's not as sticky as the original one. It has also tuberose and cherry, but I smell more pear. So it has the same pear notes that is in Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. So imagine this juicy pear with honey, with vanilla and tonka bean, and it's very dark and very, very, very sexy. Again, a compliment magnet. One of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. I don't know why they discontinued this one. I definitely prefer it to the original Scandal, for sure. The original one was a little bit sticky. It was a little bit too much. This is still loud and still sexy and everything, but it has more to it, you know? If you love these notes and you love a bold fragrance, yeah, get your hands on this one before it's totally gone. Speaking about honey, florals, Jasmine, Sandbag and Marigold. Now, Jasmine is one of the notes that I consider quite sexy. So this is not a safe choice, I would say, but I find that men love Jasmine in general. So if you are a Jasmine girl, you love florals, you want a bold winter floral Jasmine, this is like one of the best. It's quite simplistic, like all Jo Malone fragrances. So it's Jasmine, it's Marigold. There is also again honey here, but it's totally different to the honey that is in Scandal by Night. It just adds some sweetness to the fragrance. It's predominantly Jasmine. This is what you get, and it's gorgeous. I love it, and it's one of my favorite Jo Malone's, hands down. So Jasmine, Sandbag and Marigold for Jasmine lovers. Speaking about Jasmine, let's talk about this one. The Bewitching Yasmine from Penhaligon's. Oh, I adore this fragrance. Now this is a totally different Jasmine than the one that is in Jasmine, Sandbag and Marigold from Jo Malone. So here it's quite a dark, sexy Jasmine because it's mixed with oud. It's actually an oud jasmine combination, quite unique. Very, very, very beautiful. Don't worry about oud. Yes, you can get it in the opening, but in the dry down, it gives just this femme fatale almost vibe to this fragrance in the dry down. It has also cardamom and vanilla and coffee, which I don't get much. For me, mostly this is about oud and jasmine, and yes, also vanilla. Beautiful fragrance, beautiful, beautiful fragrance that I am so happy that I discovered and I have now in my collection. Perfect for those who love, again, florals during the winter. I actually have a video on winter florals. You will find it in the description down below. So, Bewitching Yasmine, if you are into this dark femme fatale mode, this one is for you. Next fragrance, I know I've talked a lot about, but I just can't mention sexy date night fragrances without mentioning this one, and that is Tom Ford Noir Extrême. It's just this delicious sexy, gourmand fragrance that still is not too sticky, not too sweet for my liking. So it's a cardamom. The cardamom here is just to die for. It's actually a sexy fragrance for both men and women. And you may think, how can a fragrance smell sexy on both men and women? Because this is like the representation of a total unisex fragrance. It's beautiful. They had the Parfum, which I also have, but I prefer actually this one. It's discontinued anyway. And since then they came also with the Parfum, which has much better longevity and sillage, like performance is much better. And it smells like it's the same DNA, but still, this is my favorite. I just love it. If you want something better performing, then yes, go for Le Parfum. Although that one I wouldn't categorize as a total unisex. It does lean slightly masculine, just slightly. But yeah, for me, this is the best. I love it. It's been now 2 years and it's always been almost my go-to date night fragrance. And it's this beautiful gourmand with a kulfi note, which is like an Indian gelato. It has some spices, especially cardamom. You have also some florals. You have this beautiful vanilla, saffron, sandalwood. It's just a very complex fragrance, but like very, very sexy. And this is for me the perfect black dress fragrance. I love it. Noir Extrême from Tom Ford. Next fragrance should definitely get more love in my opinion, and it's my favorite from private collection from Dior, and it is Vanilla Diorama. I just adore this fragrance. It's so good. It's again gourmand, but it's totally different than the one from Tom Ford. It has like a boozy touch. There is the rum. It has this beautiful orangey note. Again, you have cardamom. Cardamom is a sexy note for me. Oh, it's so beautiful here. It's such a unique, beautiful, sexy, but yet comforting in a way. Does that make any sense? It's one of the fragrances that I reach for when I want to feel cozy during winter, but still want to have like a little, sexiness. Yeah, it's this one that I go for. It's gorgeous. And fortunately, it doesn't have like the best performance. So I would say this is a fragrance for someone who is looking for something not so loud. You want more of an intimate fragrance. And although it doesn't perform very well, it does remain on clothes for a very, 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 very long time. But it's just not a very loud fragrance. This is what I wanted to say. Beautiful. My favorite from this collection, Vanilla Diorama. So these were my 2023 list of date night sexy fragrances. Please tell me in the comments down below what is your go-to date night sexy fragrance. I'm always curious to know what are your picks. If you liked this video, please give it a thumb up and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget, the link for Analuisa is in the description down below if you want a perfect gift for Valentine's Day. Thanks a lot for watching and see you next time. Ciao.